So guys, today's our topic is Iddat. So first we will take introduction of Iddat. Iddat, Idha, IDDAH. It is an Arabic term which means period of waiting that it is observed by Muslim women. It is a period of chastity which a Muslim woman is bound to observe after the dissolution of her marriage due to the death of her husband or by divorce before she can lawfully marry again. This reason behind observing Iddat period is to ascertain whether the woman is pregnant or not and to acknowledge the certainty of paternity. Clear? Iddat period varies in different cases. Number one, a divorced woman observes it for 3 months, whereas a woman whose husband has died observe it for 4 lunar months and 10 days after the death of her husband, whether the marriage was consummated or not. Iddat period lasts for divorced woman who is pregnant till the time she gives birth or miscarriage. If a woman is pregnant at the time of husband's death, she observes Iddat for a complete year consisting 9 months for pregnancy and 3 months for Iddat period. The period is considered as a balance by some Islamic scholars by providing sufficient time to mourn for the death of her husband and also protects the widow from criticism that she might be subjected for remarrying too quickly after her husband's death. This period mainly helps in determining whether a woman is pregnant or not, since 4.5 months, write down, 4.5 months is half the duration of a normal pregnancy, if there is any. In Muslim law, husbands shall make a will in favor of their wives for the provision of one's year residence and maintenance, unless the wives leave the house out of their own free will. समझ में आया? Quran enlists the following things about Iddat in the form of verses. Number 1, write down. The observing period for a widow is 4 months and 10 days. During this period, a woman can't marry another man. If a person wants to marry a widow or divorced woman, he may declare his intention in a socially acceptable manner. While Iddat period is running, there should be any secret commitment of marriage with the widow. Once the period of 4 months and 10 days has completed. A marriage contract can be finalized containing time and place for marriage rituals. Place to observe Idha. It is compulsory to observe Iddat period in the same house where the woman was residing permanently at the time of her husband's death, or in case of dissolution of marriage. If a woman received the news of her husband's demise while she was on journey, she is supposed to immediately return to the place of her residence to observe her Idha, provided that her home is within the reach, not beyond, as she could return back upon reaching the destination. समझ में आ रहा है? A woman who was sent to her parental home should return to the home of her husband upon her husband's demise to complete her iddat there, because according to the rule, iddat is completed in the house which is the permanent residence of a wife. Her parents' house is not considered as permanent रेजिडेंसी. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? अब कुछ रूल्स हैं इद्दत के रिगार्डिंग. सर्टेन रूल्स forbidden the Muslim woman during the period of iddat. In Muslim personal law, the term haram is usually strictly prohibited things such as it is haram upon woman to indulge into the activities of beautifying herself through makeup or any other way during iddat. She is forbidden to wear silk cloth or other dresses, no particular color specified to wear during this period, like black or white or any such. Just a simple and plain clothing would suffice. She is not allowed to leave house till the completion of iddat period, unless there is some emergency, like requirement of basic needs or medical illness to such extent that it is not possible to arrange for a house call by a physician. She is obliged to honor for her husband by praying to Allah and supplicating Allah subhanahu for her husband and for herself. There is no restriction of seeing the moon or the mirror, as some people in the name of Islam try to enforce these restraints. Clear? Commencement of iddat या idha. Idha period starts right after the death of her husband. ये तो आपको समझ में आ गया. और after a divorce for Muslim wife. वहीं से इद्धा पीरियड या इद्दत पीरियड चालू हो जाता है. Despite of her ignorance to observe idha, it would not be held to do or affected in any way. If she did not receive the news on time of her husband's demise, but got to know about it within the prescribed idha period, then she is obliged to observe it for the remaining days of idha period. In case if she received the news at later stage when idha period has already passed, she is not bound to experience the time count from the time of husband demise or the time when divorce is given. Prohibition of marriage during iddat. नहीं कर सकती उस दौरान ये शादी इद्दत की पीरियड की अवधि में. द कुरान परमिट्स ओनली द सोशली एक्सेप्टेबल मैनर टू डिक्लेयर द intention of marrying a woman observing iddat. All the other direct proposal or secret commitments are strictly prohibited. Once the completion of Idha period, the women can lawfully enter into a contract of second marriage. A marriage done during the period of Idha is not recognized in the Islamic law and considered as void. Clear? Maintenance of during Idha period. Maintenance during the Idha period, a Muslim wife is not entitled to claim maintenance out of her husband's estate, as she is herself and her to it. This is because the liability of maintaining the wives lies only on the husband and not on other heirs. If she did not receive her dower, meher, or she renounces it, she would be entitled to receive it as a first charge from his estate. क्लियर? कोई दिक्कत किसी को भी यहाँ तक? आई थिंक यहाँ तक मेरे ख्याल से आप लोग को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होनी चाहिए. लास्ट टॉपिक, स्टेइंग एट होम ड्यूरिंग इत्तर. During the Iddah period, the wife gets deprived of everything outside the premise of her deceased husband's house. She is not allowed, जिसको हम हराम भी कहते हैं, to leave her house if she has sufficient resources of basic needs. She is allowed to leave the house only in case if she is the sole breadwinner with no other source of income to maintain her livelihood. She is permitted to work during the daytime only. Must return home before the nightfall. She is not required to continue. She is not required to confine herself to a certain room or stay silent. She may carry out household works or occupy herself. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? In virtuous acts or praying to Allah, she is allowed to leave the house for any emergency medical treatment accompanied by mehram. Mehram means जानते हो? A male member of the family whom she can't marry under Islamic law. She is forbidden from attending any funerals or visit the ill. So they might be close relatives or immediate neighbors. She is allowed to shift from deceased husband's house in case there are no proper accommodation inside the house, or the remaining heirs do not permit heir to use the deceased property, or she faces troubles in maintaining the parda required under Islam. If the wife is unable to pay for the rented house, she can shift to the nearest safe place available where she must complete her Iddah period. Clear? If the house is in dilapidated condition and there is a risk that it might melt down or collapse anytime soon, or is not unsecured, which might put a threat to woman's chastity or honor or wife. She is allowed to shift from that place, but as soon as the cause of risk is removed, she is obliged to return to her house. All the instances mentioned above, utmost care must be taken, like the cause must be true and genuine. She must move to the nearest available safe place. After changing the house once, she may not move to another place before completion of her iddah without a valid reason. So guys, the topic is completed. Some questions I will tell you, write down in your notebooks, which is very beneficiary for the examination point of view. Question number 1. What do you mean by iddat? Explain the maintenance during iddat period. Explain the rules for the observation of iddat. Is it clear? If you have any doubt, you can write me. So thank you for listening me.